Hi everybody, it's me Tess with Tess Loves Yarn. And you guys, sorry this video is a little late getting posted, but I think I told you all that my dear friend Deborah is here from the UK. So I have been trying to spend as much time as possible with her, right? Because, I do have to let her go home. Yeah. So today I am sharing with you 25, actually 26, but the 26th pattern is not a new pattern. I do have 25 brand new free granny square patterns by Yarnspirations, and I will have a link in the video below. And so I am going to show you all of these patterns, and you guys, I'm pretty excited because I'm going to be making some, right? I love my granny squares. Before I jump into showing you the patterns though, I just quickly want to send out a big thank you to all of my subscribers. You guys know I appreciate you so much, and to my private channel members, oh, mwah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are amazing, and lots of gratitude in my heart for all of you. Now, if you are new here and you like me, I would be tickled pink if you'd hit that subscribe button and become a YouTube family member of mine. A regular subscription is totally free for you, and it helps my channel tremendously. So I would deeply appreciate that. All right, let's jump into these patterns that I want to show you. Now, this very first one really got me excited because we all know Halloween is right around the corner, right? Look at this, you guys. There you go. It is a granny square blanket with a Halloween theme. And this is the pattern. I will link this below, don't worry. These are all free and you can download them and print them out on your home computer. And this pattern right here has all of these motifs in it as well. So you can choose to either do the squares, which are solid granny squares, or you can choose to do the motifs first, whatever you want, and then you just sew these on. Simple, really simple. The skill level on this is easy, so no worries, right? And it's really nice pattern. It explains everything, tells you how to do everything, very nicely laid out, so you won't have any problems doing it. If you'd like to do this Halloween blanket before Halloween, I would suggest you get started on it ASAP, right? Just because not only do you need to do the squares, but then you need to do the little motifs, which, they're small. So it's not going to take you a real long time to do the motifs, but you want to be, if you want it done in time for Halloween, I would suggest get started on it soon. All right. Okay. So our next pattern that we're going to look at. Oh, and I just want to tell you too, I found this really interesting. The blanket itself is made with blanket yarn, Bernat blanket yarn. And then the little motifs are made with Bernat maker yarn. So not the thick blanket yarn, but a thinner yarn that they use, and I believe it's cotton. Yeah, but anyway, interesting. So it's a nice warm blanket, and because you're using the Bernat blanket yarn, it will work up really quickly. But here's another thing. If you don't want to use the blanket yarn, you can double up on your acrylic yarn, like a 4-weight acrylic yarn, and use it instead of the blanket yarn. So totally up to you. You just have to have the bigger hook size. All right. So pattern number 1, Halloween. Amazing. Now the next 2 patterns that I'm going to show you are actually Christmas. So you can get a good jump on these if you want to do them for Christmas. And this is just cute as can be. Look at this. Now this is a granny square stocking, and it's a hexagon granny square. There you go. And they show you how to lay it out so that you can put this together. So easy to do. And the skill level that this is rated at is also easy. And you can pick any colors you want. You can do these modern fun colors. You can do traditional red and greens. It's totally up to you, right? So I thought this was fun. All right. Our next Christmas pattern that we have here, and I love this one. It's a Christmas tree ornament, and this is made with granny squares. So they have 2 different patterns in here. One is a solid granny square, and then the other one is your traditional granny square. And once again, you choose the colors. So you can make these with a metallic yarn. You can make them with more traditional colors or non-traditional colors and hang these on your tree for some homemade ornaments, which I think always look beautiful on a tree. Okay, so that's this one. And once again, the skill level is easy. So anybody can do this as long as you know some basic stitches. Okay, so I'm going to put that down. And once again, pattern super easy to follow, very well written. So no worries. Okay, now we're going to go into some non-holiday patterns. Okay, excuse me 1 minute here. Oh, goodness. Got something in the air today. All right. So we have, and I think this is just gorgeous. We have a Granny's Diamonds crochet throw pillow. Look at that, you guys. Look how pretty that is. I mean, I actually love everything about this. I love the colors. I love the big granny square in the middle with the smaller ones up on the side. And it's quite easy. You just make 2 of these. I mean, the assembly is on the back, as you can see. Very simple and easy. And they tell you how to do the tassels as well. So very cute. And once again, you can choose any color you want. If you want to make them in like colors good for Halloween, Thanksgiving, you could do that. If you want to make it in Christmas colors, do your Christmas colors. And these can be kind of seasonal decor if you want. Or you can do it in something like this that can just be there all year round, right? Just do it in the colors that match your living space that you're going to put the pillow in. And now, speaking of pillows, here's another one. And you guys, this would make a great Christmas gift. A body pillow. Who doesn't love a body pillow, right? I mean, look at that. And once again, you guys, skill level easy. Both of these pillows, skill level easy. I love this body pillow. And you know, it's easy to get forms for these. So, I used to get all my pillow forms at Joann's, but you can get them online very easily. and I'm sure Amazon has them. And actually, I will look that up and post a link below for you because I know Amazon has these as well. So you make the outside and then you put the pillow in. Easy peasy, right? Yeah. And once again, shows you how to do it on the back. And I also love the diagram because y'all know I'm a diagram girl. Love my diagrams. Okay, one more pillow. And this one is the Crochet Poppy Fields pillow. And it is made with the Flower Power all-in-one granny square yarn. And you guys, super cute, skill level easy. You're just buying the Flower Power yarn. I have shown this before on my channel, and you're making the squares, and you can choose whatever color you like, or you can choose more than one color and coordinate them. You know, that's the beauty of it. You can be creative with what you're making. Okay, so this is another very easy one. It's got all the instructions, shows you the layout, has a diagram. You know, skill level easy, easy peasy. Gotta love it. Now we're going to go into a few blankets here. Now this one is a nice blanket using a DK weight yarn. So if you're a DK person, this is the pattern for you. Now look at that. That is beautiful. It is not using Flower Power yarn. It is just using regular DK yarn, any color you want. And keep in mind, if you like the colors, you can use the yarn suggestions and you can just go to Yarnspiration and buy it, or you can match these colors and go to Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or whatever yarn store you like to shop at and match the colors yourself. And here you go. Nice, easy skill level. So, you know, and easy is good for beginners too. Okay, just want to throw that out there. Now, this one is another granny square blanket, and this uses the new Red Heart all-in-one granny square petite yarn. But once again, you guys, if you don't want to buy the all-in-one yarn, you can use the yarn you have on hand. You don't have to use the all-in-one yarn. Just make your granny squares and make sure they come out to be 4 inches. The petite all-in-one yarn makes a 4-inch granny square. Okay? And then look at that. How pretty is that? Yeah. Now, if you like this and you want to use the same exact yarn, well, they list it right here. And you can do that. Or you can use your own yarn. It's totally up to you. Once again, skill level easy. So very pretty, right? And, you know, I've printed all these out because, you know, gotta have them, right? I love a free pattern. And that's the truth. But yeah, so it shows you, it gives you the colorway and how to lay these out right here. So if you want to copy it exactly, you can, or if you want to assign different colors to your A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, then you can, and then you can use this chart to coordinate your own colors, right? Right. All right. Now, our next one is made with the it's called the Zippy Stripes Crochet Blanket, and it is also made with the all-in-one granny square yarn, but it's made with the regular all-in-one granny square yarn. And this is this one, and these are about 6 inches, 6-inch squares, just to let y'all know. Okay. And once again, If you don't want to use all-in-one yarn, just use the yarn you have. Do color changes, make a whole square in one color and another square in a contrasting or a coordinating color. You can do whatever you want. You can change it up. It doesn't have to look exactly like this. A long time ago, I made a blanket where I did solid color squares, but I chose like 5 different colors that coordinated and went well together. And then I did a whole square in each color. And then I laid them out and put them all together. So, you know, and like I said with the other blanket, you can use the diagram here and just assign your own colors to them. And that way, you know, you have them spread out evenly or aesthetically pleasing by using the chart. Just assign your own colors to each letter. Does that make sense? Okay, I hope so. If you have any questions about what I mean by that, just drop me a comment in the comment section below and I will try to answer it as best as I can, okay? Here is another granny square blanket, and this one is called the Crochet Garden Patch Blanket. Now this one uses a variety of yarn. It uses the Flower Power yarn. It also uses the regular all-in-one granny square yarn, and it uses just plain Red Heart Super Saver yarn. So it has a combination of what you're doing, and then you're putting it together to look like this. And once again, there's a chart on the back. So, you know, do your own thing, right? Follow the chart, make your own key. Like, you know, A could be red, B could be green, C could be pink. I mean, seriously, whatever you want, you know? And you can make these in a holiday theme. Just do them in the colors for that holiday. Know what I mean? Yeah. All right. And now we have our last blanket here. And this one is called the Granny's Corner Crochet Blanket. And it is using the Bernat blanket yarn all in one. And I have showed you guys that before. It's this right here. It's the thick blanket yarn. And it makes some big squares, you guys. Big squares. You know, just to let you know, here's the Flower Power yarn. Here's a square with that. And then this is the square for the regular all-in-one yarn. And you can see these two are the same, okay? This one is huge. And this one is the grand. And it's really big. I mean, it's humongous. So the different all-in-one granny square yarns. Blah. Yeah, I have a petite here somewhere, but unfortunately it has disappeared. It's probably, oh, here it is. And this is the one that's 4 inches right there that I was telling you about, the petite yarn. All right. So this one is also an easy crochet level. Now, just to let you know, these blanket yarn blankets are heavy and they're very warm. So if you want that kind of a blanket, that's the way to go. All right. If you don't want one as heavy as that, I would recommend holding 2 strands of worsted weight yarn together and just making your granny square out of that instead of the blanket yarn. It will work up nicely and it won't be as heavy as the blanket yarn. Okay, now we're getting into some cardigans and sweaters, dresses, some wearables. So remember, these are all new patterns that have recently come up on Yarnspiration's website. So this is the crochet patchwork jacket. Now look at this, you guys. Look how cute that is. Okay? And, you know, once again, using some of the all-in-one Flower Power yarn. Just like that. But, I mean, that is darling. And it uses a combination, uses the regular all-in-one granny square yarn and then the Flower Power, and you mix and match, right? So, pretty easy to do. And also, it's just as cute as can be. I mean, that's cute. I don't care who you are. That there is cute. Yeah. And let me see. I know they have a pattern on how to lay this out. So don't worry if you've never made a wearable before. You can do this. It's easy. It even says easy right there. Right there. Okay? So no worries. Don't stress. Now, the next one I want to show you, I got really excited when I saw this one. You guys, how cute is that dress? I mean, how cute. Now, this dress uses a combination of the Petite all-in-one yarn, the Grand all-in-one yarn, and the regular all-in-one yarn. And the cool thing is that Yarnspirations has made these yarns to coordinate. So there you go. You can tell, even though these squares are different sizes, look how well they coordinate in the neutral colors. Now they have them that coordinate in really, I think, all the color families. This just happens to show the neutral one. And this pattern is also skill level easy, so no worries. It shows you how to do everything, literally. And then it shows you how to put it all together on the back. And see, there's your chart over here on what size you're going to use and where you're going to put it and all the things. So you really don't have to worry. Lots of charts in here to tell you what to do, and written directions as well. So yeah, no worries about that. Let me see. Yeah, even more charts. Yeah, so they're very thorough. They want you to make this and love it. Just saying. Oh, and by the way, this video is not sponsored by Yarnspirations. However, Yarnspirations, if you're watching and you want to sponsor me, here I am. Yeah. All right. Our next pattern is called the Crochet Square Root Jumper. Now this is really cute. It's like a dress, but you would have to wear a shirt or something underneath it because the top part of it is like let me just show you. It's like a tank top. See? It's like a tank top, and then it comes down into a skirt down here. Now, I'm not a fan of these stripes on her shirt, but guess what? They didn't ask me. I would have paired this with a solid shirt so that the beauty of the granny squares could really jump out at you, right? Yeah, but they didn't ask me, so there you go. Here's the picture. Don't be put off by the busyness of this because you can wear it with a plain solid shirt, and in my opinion it would look a lot better because it's actually very cute. Very cute. Yeah. Okay, once again, plenty of charts to tell you how to put it together. See? And pictures, and that's what it looks like right there. So you definitely need a shirt under it unless you're in a really warm climate, and then you don't need a shirt under it, right? But the beauty of all of these is you can make them for whatever season you want by choosing seasonal colors. Ta-da! Yeah, I love that. Just love granny squares. Oh, you can make anything with them. Anything, you guys. Yeah. And here you go, a scarf. Look at this. Look how pretty that is. And look at these long tassels hanging off over here. Kind of like tassels. Not exactly, but almost. Now this is also an easy skill level, and you're making granny squares, and these are just regular granny squares. Now you can use the all-in-one granny square petite yarn because these are made with 4-inch squares, or you can just make a 4-inch square yourself. It's pretty simple. It would just be 4 rounds. So you would do your middle round, and then you would do your 2 rounds. Unless your tension is a little different, it might be 3 rounds, right? Actually, I think it's going to be probably more like 3 rounds. Let me look. 1, 2, yeah. This one actually came out to be 3 rounds, and this is the petite yarn. So I would say try it with 3 rounds to see how big your square is, because the petite yarn does make a 4-inch square. All right, but use your own yarn if you don't have the all-in-one yarn, and use the pattern to make this. I mean, that's so pretty, and you can make it in any color you want, right? It's amazing. And here you go. This is simply how you do it. Look how easy that is, you guys. And I will link some granny square videos that I have, tips and tricks for granny squares. I have one on how to seam up your granny squares. I have several granny square videos because y'all know I love my granny squares. Okay, next pattern. Granny's on a bias crochet pullover. And all that means is they're more like, instead of putting them in a square orientation, you're gonna rotate them and put them in a diamond formation. Okay? Easy peasy. Don't get worked up because it looks different. It's just a regular square rotated. That's all it is. Okay? And this is an easy pattern. It uses just regular red heart yarn. You can use any yarn you want. Y'all know I am not a fan of Red Heart Super Saver yarn. It's a little too stiff for me and a little too uncomfortable on my skin. If you're not a sensitive skin person, just throw it in the wash a couple of times and it softens up a lot. But I'm just not a fan because of that. Yeah, I got sensitive skin. I can't help it. But you know, once again, lots of charts to tell you how to sew this together. So there's no guesswork. It's easy to follow. You won't have any problems. Guarantee you. Here is another one. It's Playing with Diamonds crochet pullover. Now look how cute this is. Now this is using the Grande Granny Square yarn, and your motif in the middle is the Grande, and then you're going to have one in the back, and you're going to have one on each sleeve, like midway, like the elbow. Okay? And I mean, cute as can be, also easy, and also with diagrams so that you can put these together. See? Awesome. Yeah. Love that. The next one we have is a cute little vest. It's called Crochet Prep in Your Step Vest. Adorable. Is that not adorable? Adorable. Yeah. And just using the Granny Square Petite, but once again, You don't have to do that. Just make sure you get a 4-inch square, right? So if you're going to use the other yarns, just make sure that your square is the same size. The regular all-in-one granny square yarn is a 6-inch square, okay? Super, super easy. The grande yarn right here is much bigger. I want to say it's a 12-inch. Let me see. Yes, this is a 12-inch. So the sweater that I showed you previously that had the square in the center, that would be a 12-inch, and you could do that with yarn you have in your stash, right? It's totally up to you. Yeah. I really like the all-in-one granny square yarns because they're easy and you don't have to do the color changes. But I don't mind doing color changes, so you know, and not everybody does either. So it's totally up to you what you want to do. All right, going forward to our next pattern here. We have dun 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 a super cute table runner. Look at that. Super cute. Okay. And skill level easy. Once again, this is using the all-in-one granny square yarn. You know, most of these new patterns are using the all-in-one yarn. So that's this one. Very easy. Tells you exactly how to do it. Yeah, super easy. It's just 3 big squares, y'all, with some tassels at the end, and shows you how to make the tassels. Look at that. Okay, so no worries. Super easy. Now this one I thought was cute as can be. Look at that. It's a lampshade. I mean, have you ever seen anything so cute? That is cute. Yeah. And here you have this on the back, which shows you how to do it. So obviously you are going to get a lampshade, and then you're going to make your granny squares and put them around it. But don't worry, because this tells you how to do it. There's no guesswork. It's going to tell you exactly what you need to do. And it's got a pattern for the small lampshade and the larger lampshade. And you can choose the colors that match your room or your decor, or if you're gifting it to whatever the person's color scheme is. So very, very nice. And this is not using any granny square yarn. It's just, they're just using regular Red Heart Super Saver in these colors. Okay, thought that was super cute, you guys. Now, oop, there went something. Now, this, I was like mind blown, because who would have thought, right? Check that out, you guys. It's a possum patchwork crochet granny square pet bed. Oh my gosh. You could really make this for a little dog or a cat. I mean, how amazing is that? It's just a box, and then you make the granny squares and put the granny squares together, and they tell you what size box, and it's a standard size box. If you know what I'm saying by standard size, it's a standard size like packing box. So all you have to do is get that size box and then follow the pattern. And you can make these in any color you want, and you can make them for a cat or a small dog, like a little chihuahua. Wouldn't that be cute? I mean, I was blown away by this. I was like, holy cow, I have to make this. So my son and his partner have cats, and they would love it. And I know his partner, Paige, would love this. She would be tickled pink because her cats rule the roost, which they should, right? They're a fur baby. Yeah, I have a dog who rules my roost, so, you know, it's a thing. But yeah, it shows exactly how to put these together, you guys. Same with all the other patterns. There's no guesswork, plenty of diagrams, all the instructions you need. It's all right here, totally free. Download it, print it, and make it. That's amazing. Love this pattern. And I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this and I'm going to show it to you because this is awesome. All right. Just a couple more patterns here real quick. These are just single square coasters. So just granny square coasters. I would definitely recommend using cotton and just make your granny squares. They don't use all-in-one yarn for this. So any cotton that you have in a 4 weight, a worsted weight, and just follow the pattern and you can make it's only 1 page, super easy. Make the colors you want. Make you could use purple, oranges, black, all that, those colors for Halloween, or you can make them in a Christmas color and give them as a Christmas gift. I mean, who wouldn't like that? Everybody needs a coaster, right? Right. Okay, next one, very quickly, we have a chair pad. Now, this chair pad is, I believe they are making this with the, no, they're not. I thought they were making it with Bernat blanket, but they're not. It's regular yarn. And so also an easy pattern right here. And this is bloop, bloop. Where is it? That's the chair pad right there. Okay. And you tie the chair pad on with these ties. These are the ties here. So super easy. And I thought, once again, holiday decorating, right? Do them in your holiday colors and boomo bango. You got some seasonal decor for your house. Love it. Love it. Love it. And here we go. Crochet granny square bag. Any color. If you want one for the autumn, use autumn colors. You want one for Christmas? Use Christmas colors. You want one for summer? Use summer colors. You see what I'm saying? They're so versatile. Take the pattern, use the pattern, but do the color your way. Super easy, and it's an easy skill level. Okay? And they do use the all-in-one regular granny square yarn, but as I have probably said 50 times in this video, you do not have to use all-in-one granny square yarn. Just use your own yarn and make a granny square. Easy peasy, right? Okay, last but not least, now this is the only pattern that is not a new pattern. This actually has been up there for a little bit, but it's super cute. I mean, super cute. It's a little granny square Dutch hat, crocheted. Now I make these, I knit these little Dutch hats. They have the little point at the top and they come down and they have the ties that just hang at the bottom. Let's see. I have one, but I don't have it out. It's packed away. But this is super cute. And look at that. Look at that. How cute is that, you guys? Is there a baby in your life that you want to make one of these little bonnets for? This is the pattern right here. Okay? So you guys, that is it. That is 25 plus 1 patterns, 25 new patterns, one that's not so new, but it's totally cute. So I had to show it to you. But I hope you enjoyed these patterns. I will put a link below so you can pop right on over there and get these patterns for yourself, print them out or save them to your computer. Some people don't like to print things out. They just save them to a device and then pull them up. That's awesome. I just, I'm an old-fashioned kind of girl. I like to print my stuff out, but I do recycle. Never fear. Yeah. So, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this. Yeah, a little bit longer than I wanted this video to be, but it's all good because lots of good information here and lots of fun patterns that you can change the colors and do some things to make seasonal decor for your house or wearables, right? How fun is that? I love it. You all know what's next. Be kind and be safe out there in the world, no matter where you are. And I will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye.